when the entire country, and we just spoke about it, has come together to fight the coronavirus pandemic in a big way, trust the Vadra Congress to launch a massive, petty and shameful political campaign against the government on coronavirus. Let's debate. Boss, listen.
Parliamentarians cutting across party lines are taking the lead in the fight against coronavirus. While some have been seen distributing sanitizers, a few days back the others were seen talking about the benefits of Namaste. Even brothers at war are united in this fight. The government is taking no chance, from setting up more quarantine centers to giving the best possible facility to those evacuated from the most affected countries. But it's become a habit for the Vadra Congress to politicize. They won't even spare a pandemic. Look at the irony. On one hand they criticize, on the other they trivialize.
देखिए कोरोना वायरस तो यहाँ पहले राजनीति में है, बाद में देखा जाएगा। अभी सब आगे तो नहीं बढ़ रहा सर।
So here's a fact check. From continuous review and monitoring to imposing travel restrictions, from taking self-quarantine measures to ensuring universal screening at airports and even evacuating Indians from COVID-affected countries, India is fighting the pandemic. So who exactly is in stupor? Let's debate.
The entire country, Mr. Royden Roach, has come together to fight coronavirus. The need of the country is rise above communal politics, caste divides, linguistic divides, regional divides, Vadra family thinking. Everyone in India is doing just that, but Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra and Sonia Gandhi, these three people are incorrigible. They have launched a massive attack against the government on coronavirus. Please tell me, what has the Narendra Modi government done wrong? Tell Sudhanshu Trivedi ki galti kya ho gayi? What have we done wrong? What has the government done wrong? What have the people of India done wrong? Everybody is doing the right thing. What are you accusing whom of? Royden Roach. Hashtag Corona politics.
Arnab, today we have seen the government, what are the initiatives they are taking, Arnab? Only the people who are coming in, we are just screening them. That's the only thing we are doing. But you are not controlling the issues we are facing locally. You see the people, what prices they are selling masks. Is there a control on it? Do you know how much of sanitizer is being sold for? Do you know what's happening? Is the government taking precautions? They should have been given masks, everything should have been given to people where required. But there's no precautions taken. You see people coming to hospitals where there's no control.
No.
You have people put in hospitals where it's a public place.
Arnab.
You should have a place where there's a quarantine center.
Arnab, Rahul Gandhi is just like the Bahadur Shah Jafar of the Mughal Empire. Nobody takes him seriously within the Congress itself. That's why he had
the government is only playing around. They are busy in politics. They are not bothered. They are only here to communalize things. That's what they want to play on. They are not bothered about the people of the country. We have seen it. You show me one center. You are bothered about detention centers. Are you bothered about quarantine centers? Are you guys coming to the quarantine center?
Even on the national issue.
You have not initiated it. You have not initiated it. The central government issue
any offensive programs against Pakistan, Congress is doing against the Indian government. It is a national, it's a national war outcry.
Against Pakistan. Damn it, guys, come on, wake up,
but
guys.
again you find that the Congress party is doing politics.
India,
and that too a very insane politics Congress party is indulged in. Congress party hasn't mentioned what wrong has gone. Everybody is appreciating that the number of the victims, corona victims in this country are 0.00005%. In China, more than 70,000. In Italy, Italy is a very small country. More than 15,000 cases are there. Iran is a small country where thousands of cases, more than 400 and 600 people have died. And look at India, there is only one casualty. only one casualty, and that the person, he is in the age group of 70 to 80. So let us remember, whatever the government has done,
right,
it's a wonderful task. And every political party, all the
government hasn't done anything. Government hasn't done anything, gentlemen.
So Rahul Gandhi is a loose cannon. He doesn't know, he doesn't measure the words before he speaks. And that is why he always makes a blunder.
I don't understand this. One second.
He is a laughing stock in the Indian politics. People call him, I won't use, but he is turning out to be the new Lalu Prasad at the center, in the central politics.
I might open lines on this, viewers. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Sudhanshu Trivedi, can you hear me? 1 second. Sudhanshu Trivedi, 1 minute, please. Sudhanshu Trivedi. 1 minute, yeah. 1 minute, Surendra Chauhan. 1 minute. I need to ask this. Today, Kamal Nath was asked, what are you doing on coronavirus? Do you know what he said? He said, देखिए कोरोना वायरस तो पहले यहाँ राजनीति में है, बाद में देखा जाएगा ये कोरोना वायरस. So he said, basically, I need to solve the political situation. I need to help myself first. I will deal with people later. Surendra Chauhan and Royden Roach, this is what Congress Chief Minister Kamal Nath has said. He said, I couldn't care less about people and coronavirus. I need to save my government. That Surendra Chauhan.
No, sorry, he didn't say so.
He said that. I have the comment.
Sorry, he didn't say so.
He said that
he's concerned.
No, he's exactly said that.
Yes, I saw
those were the precise words.
He said coronavirus is existing in the politics, and he is concerned about that also, and he's concerned
that should be his only concern.
He said we'll see to it.
That should be his only concern. He is a sitting chief minister.
It is concern of the people.
No, his concern is not the people. He said, I've got to save my government first.
If he remain the chief minister, then only he can take care.
What do you mean?
If he'll be the chief minister, he will remain the chief minister, then only he can save the state.
But as of today, he's the chief minister. He should be taking care.
Otherwise, then the Shivraj Singh Chauhan or other government will come.
Oh, so what you're saying is that unless he has a guarantee he'll continue as chief minister, he will do nothing against coronavirus. Brilliant. Congratulations. This is the new thinking. Sudhanshu Trivedi is on the debate today.
It is not like that. No, it is not
That's
like
exactly
that.
what you said.
You are not using the words.
Arnab.
No, I'm not.
I never meant it.
Arnab, we can understand the concern of the Congress on the coronavirus and politics. Because the problem with Kamal Nath is that if he keeps all his MLAs together, since there is a problem of spreading virus in the gathering, so they can be affected by coronavirus. And if he leaves his MLAs, then they can drift apart. तो उनकी प्रॉब्लम तो बड़ी समस्याजनक है. साथ साथ रहेंगे तो कोरोना का खतरा है, अलग छोड़ देंगे तो भाग जाने का खतरा है. इसलिए जो कमलनाथ के दिल का दर्द है वो समझा जा सकता है. Now coming on the aspect of health and other serious matters, Health Minister has given a categorical statement on the floor of the House about the preparedness. अरे इसीलिए तो मैं कह रहा हूं वो कोरोना का दर्द समझ रहे हैं, वो पॉलिटिकल दर्द है. आपको कोरोना के मरीजों से दर्द नहीं है, सरकार नहीं बच पा रही उस कारण से समस्या है. और वो वायरस आपके यहाँ तो बहुत जमाने से है. जब जब गवर्नमेंट जाती है कांग्रेस की, तब तक कांग्रेस में टूट फूट हो जाती है.
तिवारी जी, आप लोग बहुत
अभी बताइए, हेमंत विश्व शर्मा और जगनमोहन रेड्डी छोड़ के चले गए थे.
We are seeing, have you issued a notification to stop the exams immediately for children? Have you issued a notification? Tiwari ji, have you given an intimation to stop the exams for children?
As far as the coronavirus and its prevention is concerned, Health Ministry has taken appropriate measures which have been elaborately explained on the floor of the House by the Health Minister.
And what are you doing?
And up till now there is one casualty.
What are you doing, Mr.
That is of a 76-year-old man.
Tell me. No, I want to know, what is the government taking?
What are you doing? You are talking about?
Can you tell me?
Among the major countries of the world, India is the least affected
by the government.
And still you are talking about
questioning you is wrong.
The government
questioning the government is wrong. You tell me that. Questioning the government is it wrong?
Which are being more
effective. Not wrong. We have the right to question the government. We have the right to question the government, and we will question the government. You show us. You tell us.
No problem. You can ask the question, and the question was properly asked, but you cannot have the politics. There is a limit to it. And I am having a very serious concern about the knowledge of
Mr. Politics? What are we talking politics? Sorry, no politics. You tell me, if I question you and ask you what the initiative has been taken, so you're telling me that is politics? You're telling
the initiatives have been deliberately and elaborately explained by Health Minister in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Tiwari. You have to be questioned. You have to be questioned. You have to be
अरे भाई क्वेश्चन आपने पार्लियामेंट में क्यों नहीं किया? बाहर क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि पार्लियामेंट के समय आप इटली में बैठे हुए थे।
Believe me, question is very healthy. Okay, question is very healthy.
Sudhanshu, please come down.
You need to get your act right and take immediate initiatives. You have to take, you have to take initiative immediately. Can you give a direction now?
I want an answer. You are asking outside, you are doing politics.
Tell me. No, can you direction given by the government?
Session चल रहा है इस समय. परसों ही बात हुई है.
Any direction.
Just last week he has given all these explanations. क्यों नहीं पूछा? I want an answer. Why Rahul Gandhi has not asked on the floor of the House? And none of the Congress leaders has asked on the floor of the House.
Questioning you
When it was given an answer properly by the Health Minister, both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And here you are shouting on the television channel. That's why you are doing politics. And the maximum number of casualties are there in Kerala. Sorry, affected persons are there in Kerala. What the Kerala government is doing?
Given by the
Can you give an answer?
Sudhanshu!
Country, nothing. And you are blaming the states. You are blaming states. You tell me what the center has given. Any initiative? No initiative.
अरे भाई nothing तो क्यों नहीं पूछा?
State governments?
क्यों नहीं पूछा लोकसभा में? क्यों नहीं पूछा राज्यसभा में? यहाँ भाषण दे रहे हैं.
You are bothered about detention centers.
I was there in the Rajya Sabha. Point by point answer was there by the Health Minister and all other members were properly satisfied by the answer and none of the person has raised this type of question which Rahul Gandhi has raised today. This is sheer politics.
Don't talk about it.
This is sheer politics on such an epidemic.
Shame on you, I'm telling you. You have to show us what are you doing. You are bothered.
अरे shame आपके ऊपर है. पार्लियामेंट में पूछते रहे यहाँ के भाषण देते हैं.
Not quarantine centers. Is the government come here with anything? No, you're not coming. You come up with something and tell us the truth. And you play dirty politics?
यार absurd illogical तरीके से shout ही करना है तो कोई क्या करते?
Nonsense.
इतनी देर बोलने के बाद you have not given the answer. Why you not raised on the floor of the House and every member was satisfied and now you are shouting.
All right, 1 minute, please. Can I come in, Sudhanshu Trivedi? And Roydon Roach, 1 minute, 1 minute. So Roydon Roach, a lot of people are beginning to call in right now. They're listening to you and what they're asking is, you know what they're asking tonight? Bhai Baldeep, you know what they're asking tonight? You know what they're asking? Sudhir Surdevanshi is on the debate. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, you know what they're asking tonight? They're asking by dear Rahul Gandhi, who says that the government is in stupor. He says that the government is in stupor. The government does not do anything. He says that the Narendra Modi government has failed us, Abhijit Iyer Mitra. He is in stupor. Nobody even knows nowadays which country he lives in most of the time. Some people say he lives in Thailand. Some people say he lives in Myanmar. Some people say he was living more time in Italy and after coronavirus became bad there, he suddenly flew down from Italy. Now, I just want to ask him, I don't want to get personal, Baldeep, don't mind, but I'm going to be direct about it. First of all, I hope that you're well and fine in Rome, Baldeep. Are you well and fine? He's in Rome tonight.
I'm fine, and the Indian embassy here is taking care of all of us Indians here. They have flown in doctors so that the students who are our priority are being checked before being transported back to India. So I would like to thank the government.
Amazing. Amazing. I think the government's doing a remarkable job. And Bhai Baldeep, political commentator, has been in Rome.
They deserve our patience.
Absolutely, they deserve the nation's thanks. I've been speaking to some people, Bhai Baldeep, Ministry of External Affairs, and others. I can tell you there is a real coming together today. And everyone's saying, let us do our best. And I think you are, you realize that it's so easy to sit down there and say, this government has failed us, the government is in stupor. You see, the problem is when you take a political fight into an arena which is, the government is not in stupor. The government is not just the politicians, the government is the whole machinery. I think everyone's doing a great job. I'm asking you, Bhai Baldeep, you've been one of the strongest critics of the Narendra Modi government, but would you not testify to the fact that the government is doing the very best it can, can in the given circumstances?
And they've taken lessons from other governments that have somehow been slow. Look at the Italians. They were slow in the beginning. They've accepted it. Now the whole country is in lockdown. Look at how the US is now taking steps. I see the government only acted they can to make sure that the people who are affected by it are not able to spread anything within the communities they are going to. So the kind of care that needed
Remarkable.
to be tender, handling of the students, especially who were absolutely frightened. Their parents back in India were horrified with what is there to information, direct information coming. Language issues, they cannot go on check the Italian newspapers. So they had no way but to rely on whatever they could get. So the Indian embassy here, the Consulate General back in Milan, up there north, they are really in the front line. It's been in red zone for a long time. It's been extraordinary, eye-watering at times to see how our, embassy officials have stood out and cared for the youngsters. I'm sure the youngsters are feeling as proud as they are and grateful also for the service of our
that's
diplomats and the staff.
That's it. Look at that. Before I go to Abhijit, did you hear that, Royden Roach? Did you hear that? Will you stop being a petty man?
You heard it, Arnab.
No, what are you worried about? Listen to him.
Sorry, we are talking about
stop playing politics.
And nothing in India. It is
No.
Initiative done. The initiative is done because they have to do it.
Because they have to do it.
It's not that you
What do
have
you mean
to
have
do
to?
it.
You are complaining because you have to complain.
It's not that you're doing it because you're
he's saying, are you complaining because you have to complain?
When you have your people there, it is...
No, you are not understanding.
No, Arnab, you have to do it. They have to do it. When you're forced to do it. Because you're in that country.
This Congress party, the Bhadra Congress.
Why are you undermining? Why are you insulting?
You are forced.
Hi, Baldeep, speak up.
It's not a matter of force. Are you telling tomorrow
Nobody's insulting, gentlemen. Nobody's insulting.
He or she is forced to do it. What logic are you carrying forward, my dear?
Do you have any centers over here?
It is their pleasure. They are not doing it just because of sense of duty.
Do you have any quarantine centers?
It is their pleasure.
Other than government hospitals.
It is their dharma.
Where is the wrong
Stop
place?
belittling the service of our servicemen. Whether they are in diplomatic corps, whether they are the armed forces.
There are opportunities and occasions.
We are not blaming
No, not at all. I want to now bring Abhijit into the debate. Abhijit.
I am talking about the government, gentlemen.
No, you are not, Mr. Roach. You are irritating a lot of people, and that's exactly the problem with the Bhadra Congress today. This is the precise problem. You see, what Rahul Gandhi is, the great, wise Rahul Gandhi, who suddenly emerged, by the way, I don't know where he was for the last few days, just suddenly turned up somewhere. And then he said, ignoring the problem is a non-solution. The economy will be destroyed. India is finished. The government is in a stupor. He comes up every 1 month, says something like this, and then disappears somewhere again. I just want to share with you today, Surendra Chauhan. I don't want to make it personal, but Rahul Gandhi, your mother's home country, that is Edvige Antonia Albina Maino's home country of Italy, has over 1,000 dead. India has sent doctors there. 18 officials at the Indian mission are working day and night in Rome to help the students, to help the citizens. Even Bhai Baldeep in Rome is graceful enough to accept that. We are helping 48 other countries. I'm so proud of my government. As an Indian today, I feel so proud. Don't you feel proud? Our government, so that we know, is helping people from 48 other countries.
On lighter note, virus from Italy is dangerous in politics and for the health.
No, I don't want to get into politics. I'm saying here today, I'm asking you here, people from Maldives, Myanmar helped by India, Bangladesh, Abhijit, China, Chinese citizens helped by India, US, Madagascar, Sri Lankan citizens helped by India, Nepal, South Africa, even Peruvian citizens helped by India. We have evacuated all these people with their belongings. We've shown our generosity of heart and our quickness of movement. And people like Roach are still shouting, Abhijit. Yes, Roach.
Okay. Get the facts right and see internationally how many doctors are working.
And Rahul Gandhi is attacking our own government.
Do not think...
Abhijit.
30 seconds. Yep, just 30 seconds, uninterrupted, please. There are two ways of responding to pandemics. The first is to ensure social cohesion, because one of the most deadly aspects of pandemics is when social cohesion breaks down. Number one. Number two, there is a fine balance between coercive measures and non-coercive measures. What China has done, all those horror stories that we're seeing of forced incarcerations and mothers being separated from children, these actually prevent people from coming and self-reporting. So, there's a very fine balance between carrots and sticks that has to be carried out. On both those scores, India so far has done exceedingly well, and there is no room for criticism out here. Now, remember, no country can be 100% in its response. This is an organic situation.
Absolutely.
It is an unknown disease. Responses develop to it. And therefore, there will always be some lacunas here and there. The way of criticizing it is to say what the government now needs to do. Not going on like Rahul Gandhi saying, you haven't done this, and stoking panic. What Rahul Gandhi is doing is actually killing people because he's trying to stoke panic and break social
That's
cohesion,
exactly what
which
he's
is
doing.
precisely what you don't need during a time of pandemic like
quarantine
this.
centers.
Oh, come on now, again he starts.
You are telling us,
of course there are quarantine centers.
Even masks
That
are
isn't
not
what you
available.
asked, sir.
Masks are
No,
not
that isn't.
available. People are
The
sending
government has
black.
released the list of testing centers
And
already.
you're telling me the government is restricting.
The government has released the list of testing centers already. Why don't you check your facts?
Slash the people.
Why don't you check your facts? It's already happened.
We have a problem.
The whole
government
world is
has to put
praising
its
the
foot
Indian
down.
Air Force.
And we have seen some.
I don't
political
understand.
people
Air
only
India has
involved.
rescued people from the epicenter in a brave operation. Why don't you understand that?
We have some political people only involved.
I don't think he's going to stop. Sudhi Suryavanshi.
There is a valid point of criticism on hand sanitizers and masks, but remember, the government does not control production of masks or of
what
hand
he's saying
sanitizers.
today is,
This is sometimes where the government has to step in and forcibly tell the
what
private
he's saying
sector.
today is, what he's saying today is, Narendra Modi has not gone to the pharmacy near me and ensured there are enough hand sanitizers for me. Now, I think that is stretching it. I think, Mr. Roach, you have lost the plot. That is not Narendra Modi's job to make sure that every hand sanitizer is available to you at the price point that you need it. I mean, come on now, don't...
Absolutely. See, there's a difference between stocking and distribution. What we're looking at right now is a distribution problem, not a stocking problem.
Sudhi Suryavanshi, would you like to say something here now, please?
And loose stock like this only exacerbates the problem.
Whatever you said about Rahul Gandhi, where Rahul Gandhi was, whenever the issues arise in India, so whether he was in Italy or Rome or somewhere, I will not go into the detail where he was. But I would like to point out that whatever the issue he has raised, that is valid, and that has to be taken very,
What is valid? No, what is the issue? Tell Sudhanshu Trivedi.
And he has tweeted, I think...
No, what is the issue? Tell me. Now tell Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Just let me know.
Tell Sudhanshu Trivedi what is the issue.
Let me speak for the 30 seconds. Let me speak for the 30 seconds. Then, anybody can take over it. 10 days back, he tweeted and said there is that corona is coming. So, how we are prepared, Indian government is prepared, Narendra Modi and the government is prepared in India.
Sudhanshu, what do you mean Rahul Gandhi told us that corona is coming?
Unfolding in Maharashtra and other places also. Yeah.
What do you mean by saying Rahul Gandhi informed us that corona was coming?
No. I just think one thing I want to say. Rahul Gandhi is a member of parliament. He should have raised the question properly in the question hour, or he can put those things in the fact as a part of a member of parliament's question. Has he put? No. Now I want an answer. That the proper explanation was given by the health ministry, number one.
It is not necessary.
Now in RTI they have given all the details of the actions taken by government on coronavirus.
As a citizen of India, he is fully
epidemic spread,
not only
there was only one laboratory in Pune which was capable of detecting. So it was taking a long time before it was detected. So government has extended the facilities about the 15 labs in the entire country, which has been explained by the health minister. Now they are further equipping another 19 labs all over the country so that the immediate testing of the samples can be done. As far as the evacuation is concerned from the various countries, they are going on the very large scale. As far as the mask and hand sanitizers are concerned, government is strict within so long. What is the delay under the essential commodity?
What is the delay in doing it? Why did
I just want to ask one thing. If you open the health ministry page,
come to India?
prior to general page, there is a coronavirus in which you can get all the details, update, inquiries and other things.
It is absolutely wrong. Let me tell you, gentlemen, it's absolutely wrong. Okay? You have to understand, we knew it was coming very well. Everyone knew. You have to take precautions. Precautions are very important. You have to take it.
Well, I don't need this.
What the precautions are not taken? What are you talking about, sir? There was only one lab. And it has been now in the 15 lab and 19
You
more.
tell me.
I think there is remarkable support for what the government is doing today. I think we need to rise above this. At a time when India is coming together, you cannot be doing this. We're evacuating thousands of people. You can't be criticizing. I think the Modi government is pulling out all stops to contain the coronavirus. I stand with my government. I stand with my government at this time. And that is what we need to do. Government, people, industry, everyone comes together to safeguard our national interest. I compliment Bhai Baldeep today for sitting there in robe, and even there where he's in a difficult situation, for standing by his government. We stand together, and Mr. Roach, you trivialize this. I thank you very much for joining me on the debate. On the other side tonight, we have some big questions, including why Yes Bank needs to first get a complete guarantee from Anil Ambani in a few minutes.